They starting off on fire today. What's up, YouTube? I am back. I'm talking about today why I personally don't burn out as a creator. Look, I've been on YouTube for pushing 4 years. Don't get me wrong, the last 2 years the last get right, Natalie. The last 6 months, I started to really take it serious. And I want to say that from me being on YouTube, bruh, you bond, you connect with other creators that you don't know personally, just from, supporting each other's channel. Guys, make sure you guys make sure you subscribe to this channel, speaking of it. But I've learned from me being on YouTube, the number one question I get asked is, how do I stay motivated? How do I not personally burn out? How is it that I have kids, I have a husband, I work night shift, but yet I still have time to push out 4 shorts a day and 2 to 3 long form contents a month? And I'm gonna tell you why. I was looking for the chat to pick up, but it ain't picking up yet the way I thought it was gonna pick up. It muted me when I first got on here, guys. They're trying to set me up here. But I think I personally don't burn out. And I'm not saying I'm the most successful YouTuber, because I have close to 4,400, and I love my Nat Pack. But guys, make sure you subscribe to boost that up. But so I know that's not a substantial number like Mr. Beast is 4 billion zillion. But how I personally stay motivated is that I have a passion for YouTube. I love talking to people. I feel like what makes me different is I have a plan. Y'all know behind me, this is my vision board. And I wrote that like 6 months ago. But I know my goals. I know what I want. I see it every single day, bro. You turn the light off, it's going to glow in the dark, guys. Make sure you subscribe. But I think what keeps me motivated is that vision board and my purpose. Like, yeah, even though I'm monetized, and I thank God I am monetized, that YouTube AdSense don't pay no money, bruh. And yeah, it's paying me something. And like I said, I'm very grateful. But like, I know deep down that I personally cannot solely depend on YouTube's AdSense. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm talking about how I personally don't get burnt out from doing YouTube, having a full-time job, having a full husband, having 2 full kids. So what keeps me motivated, even though I'm on night shift, is I have a purpose. Like I said, my goal is not to stay on YouTube the rest of my life. My goal is to use YouTube as a stepping stone. So that's how I don't burn out, because realistically, I can't afford to burn out. So how am I scaling my YouTube with 4,400 subscribers? And I love you guys. I'm scaling it because I personally, for one, I developed a podcast that it's live every Wednesday. It's called Petty Hour. We have live call-ins where we talk about times people have been petty to you. You've been petty to them. It's a live call-in. So it's a different kind of technique. I'm using that to scale my business. Not only that, I just came out with an ebook, right? It's called Confidence is a Muscle. Mine stays flex, right? I got to get in the gym, y'all. I haven't worked out in like 3 days. But I'm developing how to boost confidence. Like a lot of people are not confident, guys. And you might think you're the confident person, the most confident person in the room. But I can assure you, you're not. I'm not saying it like I am the most highly, you feel me, the most confident. I'm saying it in the sense of, I know when I go in a room, heads are going to turn. They're not going to turn because of my beauty. It's going to turn because how I walk, how I carry myself. Like, I don't always have to be the loudest person in the room. We got Real Diva in the chat, moderator. Long time no see, cuz I'm just talking about how I'm staying motivated, because a lot of YouTubers reach out to me like, bro, are you on something? How are you staying so motivated? You work night shifts, You work 36 hours a week, you have kids, you run them back and forth to school, you have a man. How are you cooking dinner, and how are you posting shorts and long form content? And it's because solely, I've never burnt out. I've never said, you know what, this is too much, I'm going to quit. It's because I have a purpose, right? I've been busy, but I'm back. Welcome back, Real Diva. You know, let me pop the question and ask, how are you and the babies doing? How's everyone doing? Admit, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for stopping by, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I'm just talking about how I stay focused, working night shift. How do I not burn out? And it's because I have a purpose. Like, I'm not saying a lot of YouTubers don't have purposes, but a lot of them are just looking for, y'all know that one saying, get rich schemes. How can I get successful on YouTube the fastest way possible? I don't see it that way. I see it as it's stepping stones. Like, ultimately, I want to have a podcast. So I'm using YouTube because AdSense really don't pay bills yet. It's paying like my telephone bill. Paid my telephone bill this month. Shout out to YouTube for doing that. But realistically, it's not going to pay my rent. My rent is $1,100, right? So I'm using YouTube as a marketing tool to get more people engaged on my page, to boost my ebook that I just came out, How to Develop Confidence, to boost my personal podcast that, you know, I launched on this platform. Guys, I'm sorry, let me look at the chat. We're good. How are you? I'm good, The Real Diva. I'm glad you're here. Jeffrey said, peace and blessings. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. Peace and blessings your way too, homie. Amit said, where are you from? I am from, let me start by saying the U.S., but right now I'm in Florida, but originally I am from Kentucky. Kentucky in the building. Levi's World in the chat. I just shouted everybody out, and I only got one like in here. How does that even equate? But guys, that's what I'm here to tell you guys, is like, don't get discouraged if you're not monetized on YouTube. I spoke to a creator today that was saying, I don't get YouTube. They take half your money, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I get it, they do, but like, you shouldn't look for the long, now, unless you're Mr. Beast and you got 1 billion, zillion, fulfillion subscribers, because he's eating off of YouTube to the point where he only has to drop one video a month. But people like us, small creators, we have to see YouTube as a platform. I'm going to go over my personal business plan again, and then we can look at the chat. But that's why I'm personally on YouTube, because I know it's not going to pay my $1,100 rent. I know I'm going to get lucky if I get $100 to $65 a month. For now, obviously, I want it to grow, but I'm using YouTube to personally push my brand, bruh. Like, I am a brand. I want to push my Petty Hour, my podcast that I just came up with, bruh. I want to push and advertise for more viewers to stay on that platform for when I do hop off of YouTube, it's going to grow and be successful. So I'm using to push my ebook, guys. If you're interested in having confidence like your girl Natalie right here, make sure you check the description box. I have an ebook talking about how to develop confidence so you're not afraid to talk to people. So realistically, ultimately, what I'm trying to say, bruh, is don't look for YouTube to just take off and I'm going to be successful. I mean, yes, sometimes that happens for people, but sometimes quick fame is not the best version of fame. You have to use it as a tool. So how am I using YouTube as a tool? How am I not being burnt out? And it's simply because I'm using it as a tool. I'm using it as, bruh, I don't want to be at Amazon the rest of my life. Let me scale my business. Let me push my ebook. Let me, you know, advertise my podcast that I do have right now until I hop off of that. So any creators that are struggling with thinking like, I don't know what to do, like I'm not making money, I'm not monetized, use it as a tool. Like, it's not going to be infinite possibility resource, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, but just use it as a stepping tool. I don't know if you guys ever feel burnt out. Let me know in the comment section below. But I can say for me personally, You feel me, bruh? I wrote everything out. I know how it's going to go. And that's how I personally don't get burnt out. Yeah, there's plenty of times I get off at 6:30 in the morning and I hop on editing or I hop on shooting a video. And realistically, I should be tired. But when you're driven by a purpose, let me tell you, when you're driven by a purpose, it's going to motivate you to keep going. Guys, I think I ate. I hope I ate. I want to let you know that's how I'm staying motivated. You feel me? Like, don't be thinking I'm out here on that stuff. It's realistically, I have a purpose. I have a goal. I want to leave Amazon. How am I going to lose Amazon? I can't leave Amazon being burnt out. Let me check the chat. Moosin, greetings, homie. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so for your girl one time. Linda Williams, how you doing? Hey, Linda. I think you're new on my channel. Let me know. I think you found me from my Dante video, me ranting. I'm lightweight, mediocre, venting now and ranting, but I'm just letting people know if your goal is to be on YouTube and or whatnot. Yeah, YouTube about better. YouTube money is a challenge. Exactly. About better. That's why I say don't solely rely on YouTube. Don't, in my opinion, I'm not an expert, bro. I got 4,400 subscribers, but in my opinion, yeah, I would love to wake up tomorrow and see 5,000 from YouTube money in my account, but it's not going to work that way. You have to work against the algorithm. You got to hop on it. In my opinion, I could be wrong. You got to hop on trends. You got to be Mr. Beast. So in my opinion, I use YouTube just to scale my business. Like, meaning I launched Petty Hour, my own podcast, right? When I leave YouTube, I want to have my own real life podcast. I don't want to do a podcast from my bedroom, bruh. I want to have my own studio, but it's like you have to use it to scale your business. I know a lot of people get discouraged. That's why a lot of people don't make it to the 1,000 subscribers. When I started YouTube, I want to say almost 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, a little 3.5, whatever. There was a guy who worked with me. I started from zero, right? Like I said, I got 4,400, boom. But he's still at 400. He started at 400 and something. I started at zero, and now I'm at where I'm at, and it's because I'm grinding, I'm staying consistent, and I see the outcome. Bruh, still not monetized, and it's not about who's monetized and who's not, because I think monetization just determines on how much you're willing to grind for it. How much are you willing to grind for it, bro? Okay, I'm grinding harder. That's what monetization means for me. So when I say that, and I'm probably saying the same thing over and over, but then I'll open up the chat if you guys got any questions for your girl. But to me, don't look at YouTube as a number. Like on YouTube, bro, I just be having fun. Yeah, and it happens to pay me, but it's realistically not a good source of income. So for other creators, there's some, I ain't gonna say their name, because every time I say their name, people come for me, right? And I'm not using it in a disrespectful way, but there's creators who say they're making $20,000 a month of ad revenue. I don't know how that's even possible, because the most I've ever made off of YouTube was like $165, and I had one viral video that had 13K views, whatever. I gained a lot of subscribers, and I personally got paid $50. So realistically, I would assume, putting that into perspective, if I made $50 off of 13K views, how are you making 200,000 a month, 20,000? To me, that don't make sense, right? But anyway, use it as a tool. Just keep going, keep being motivated, and think of an outcome. Because I'm even having brand deals reach out to me, and I only have 4,400 subscribers. You feel me? And that's low to me, but they see something in me. They see my personality, and like I said, I'm here to build a brand, bruh. So don't see YouTube as, oh, I'm discouraged, I only have this many subscribers. I'm gonna read the chat, guys. I don't know if y'all follow me, but your girl like to talk. But don't be discouraged. Just stay consistent. Because like I'm working on my long form content. I'm not the best long form content kind of gal, but it's like the more reps I put in, I'm going to be the best. You feel me, son? So YouTube monies, we talked about that. I'm close to 500 and not monetized. Okay, well, keep going, homie. I promise you're going to keep going and you're going to get monetized. Like, the videos will keep dumping out and you'll get there before you know it. I heard you get donations on TikTok out the gate. Oh, I don't know, but I do know that, let me say this. You feel me? That me being on live right now, you guys can hit super chats. You feel me? And that's the way of getting my donations. But I think you got to have 1,000 subscribers. And just me being on this live, yeah, it pays pennies, but it's paying something, bro. You feel me? So, like, Ajit Singha Jeet. What up, homie? I know I messed your name up, but how you doing? How you doing, guys? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. So that's how I'm personally not getting burnt out. I'm not on drugs. That's not motivating me. What's motivating me is my passion, my goals. Like, this behind me tells me this is my vision board. I encourage everybody to make a vision board. You look at it every day. It's going to tell you what to do in order to stay motivated. My purpose is not to use YouTube as I'm going to get all the money I can get. Yeah, that would be lovely. You feel me? But my purpose on YouTube is to use it to scale my business. Like, I dropped shorts talking about an ebook I dropped, right? Which that money comes to my Cash App. You feel me? So it's like, don't rely solely on ad revenue unless you're Mr. Beast and people are watching 96.6% of your durations. And then I can also say this, and then I think I'm going to dip out for real. But y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I don't talk to nobody at Amazon because they're weird if you're following my journey. But make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna dip out for real. But I see Linky Link said, hey Linky, how you doing? Keep trying, you will rise soon. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Dougie's Life. I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, man, I'm gonna tell y'all two things for real. I didn't think y'all was gonna listen to me for this long, for real, to be all the way honest. Number one is you have to strive to get better. Thank you, Dougie. I appreciate you for 7, cuz you have to strive to get better. Like, to me, I'm working on it. Not ultimately the best version of myself doing long form content. But this is just hypothetically speaking, right? I cannot not strive to get better by, the duration is going to tell you, the analytics are going to tell you how long people are watching your videos, right? Right. So that meaning, if I'm seeing a consistent routine, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe here if you're new. If people are watching my videos just for 5%, but yet I'm putting the same kind of content out. Next week, dropping the content. Tomorrow, and it never changes. It's always 5%. Something in your head has to kick in and say, bruh, why am I dropping? Like, you have to strive to get better. You feel me? And so when I tell people that, they're like, bro, you're emotional, your intelligence, I don't know. They don't say emotional intelligence because I don't think it relates to this subject, but they're like, yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's true. But then there's people, like, I tell them, I just subbed, you're pretty. Hey, thank you. Have a good day. Dougie's Life said that's 100. Exactly. Make sure you guys like, make sure you subscribe. Part 2, what I have to tell you is I'll have these conversations with people and they're just stuck in their ways. So, I mean, people are not just watching 100% of your videos just to hate. There's something that's not connecting. Strive to get better. There's tools out here, bruh. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Like, this year alone, I downloaded ChatGPT because I had that mindset of, no, it's gonna get better. ChatGPT has changed my life, boy, as far as it gives me, like, because I know I said I was going to div out. My YouTube is about my life, right? You feel me, bro? I just got my subs in 6 months this year. Keep going. Yes, keep grinding. Yes. Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. But I forgot what I was saying, bro. My goal, I think is where I was going, is to get better. And a lot of people are not willing to get better. You have to put in the work. You have to see, like, you have to acknowledge the flaws and the perfection to get better. You can't just get better by keep putting out the same progress. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying, guys? So That's my goal. Like I said, oh, that's what I was saying, bruh. I'm back. So what I was saying was with ChatGPT, my personal brand is my life, bruh, because weird stuff be happening to me. I don't know if y'all follow my journey of life. You know, this is the fabulous life of Natalie. But bruh, there'll be times I'll get on ChatGPT and I just be ranting like, you feel me? Like I can just be like, cause it talks to you, bruh. Don't think I'm crazy, but I can just be like, I'm tired of working at Amazon. My boss disrespected me. Da, 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 da. And ChatGPT be like, would you like to turn this into a short where you're ranting? And I'm just like, bro, I'm just ranting. No. And then, but I'll be like, yeah, turn it into a short. That'll tell you how to orchestrate it. That's how I'm staying on content. Because for me, now I'm realizing everything is content. Like for me personally, because my content is my life. But that being said, that's how you have to see it, bruh. Everything is content. I'm over here thinking I'm just ranting. You feel me? I'm just ranting about how I can't stand my boss. And ChatGPT is like, bruh, like, no, this is about your life. Let's turn this into a short. Let's turn this into a live video. And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And that's how I'm staying consistent. Like that realistically helped change my life. That's some free game. You guys can take advantage of it or not. But that's what I'm doing to change my life. I'm using YouTube as a platform to scale. Yeah, let's turn it into you getting fired. You think it will be forever, but it won't crash. It's coming and you young people will be lost. Okay. Well, I know I look pretty good for my age, boy, but I will be 39 here in a couple days. So I don't know if that's really young or not. That's pushing 40. But like I'm saying, like I'm not solely depending on YouTube. And then I'm not even, yeah, say I work at Amazon. I'm allowed to go on a platform and say, it's not worth it's I can't get fired from that. Nobody at my building has my YouTube. Yeah, they know I have YouTube, but they'll say, what's your YouTube? And I'll tell them like, bruh, even my bosses, you know what I'm saying, managers, and I'll tell them YouTube is my outlet for me to express myself. I don't feel comfortable giving that out. Mr. LSU in the chat, hands in the building, guys. Check his channel out. But we're just talking about Mr. LSU. Bruh, I'm on here for 22 minutes, bruh. How I never get burnt out personally on YouTube. My tactics that I use. I was about to dip out, but we can go over them real fast if you got time to listen to your girl talk. I'm just saying that I made a vision board. And sorry, guys, if you... I'm going to go back over it because I know I repeat myself anyway. I'm not young at all. Can that chat thing get you a husband? Am I married, guys? Didn't I talk about how I'm not getting burnt out and I have a man, a husband, how I have 2 children, and how I work night shift? Did we talk about that? Am I bugging, son? We talked about it. Oh my, we talked about it. We talked about it. But guys, Mr. LSU, what I was saying, how I don't get burnt out is that, for one, the vision board behind me, it helps me stay on path. And it says that on my vision board, I put all of my goals that I want to accomplish, how I don't use YouTube for just a platform. I use it for a marketing strategy to exit. How I don't solely rely on YouTube's AdSense because, yeah, some months I might get 160, no lie. I think I got paid the 21st of this month because you get paid once a month. And I got paid $107. Yeah, I used that for bills. I used it on my phone bill. But realistically, that's not enough for me to survive in real life. My rent here in Florida is $1,100. So I'm saying that, yeah, I've launched my own podcast called Petty Hour, which I want to leave YouTube and keep having that petty hour. You feel me? I've always wanted to be in radio. I'm using YouTube to fuel that. Like, I want to exit YouTube. I'm still going to be on here. Don't get me wrong. because, you know, a girl like to talk, but I want people to come with me. You feel me? So I'm using YouTube to scale my business. You know, I dropped the ebook, How to Develop Confidence. If you're not confident, guy, make sure you check the description box. So that's why I'm out here, son. I'm out here. I'm really out here in these streets. So yeah, it's a video, a short. Every day it's the same motive. But for me, like, I've met people. I don't know if you've ever asked me, Mr. LSU, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. But I know I've met a lot of people just from YouTube that, you know, create just like we create, that, you know, follow me on Instagram, that inbox me or text me like, how are you so consistent? How are you motivated? I know you have a man. I know you're married. I know you have kids. I know you work night shift. How are you still, what are you on, Natalie? And I'm not on anything, I promise you guys. It's just that I feel my purpose drives my passion for YouTube. So therefore, I can't get burnt out. Y'all know I've been at Amazon for 5 years, bruh. I'm tired of being there. So I have to stay driven. I don't have time, bruh, to be tired. I don't have time to be tired. A lot of times I get off at 6:30 from working night shift. By the way, they declined my second transfer, Mr. LSU. So they want me, Amazon wants me stuck on night shift. And I know my exit plan is big. You feel me? So therefore, I have to stay on path. That's how I stay motivated, is that I'm like, bruh. And when they deny, every time Amazon denies one of my transfers, guys, make sure you hit like. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Every time they deny it, it fuels me more to drop more videos, to exit. Like, I've had, don't get me wrong, a couple of them wound up being fake, but I've had a couple promotions email me, and I'm not even going to, like, I want to speak it into existence, but there's one place that keeps contacting me and falling off, and they're a real legit place. But like, I think with me, with just having 4,400 subscribers, and I appreciate you guys, but that's low ball. There's YouTubers like, you know, Mr. Beast that has million, billion, zillions that they never get brand deals. You feel me? So for a company to admire my work, my creativity, for me being myself, bro, I'm so grateful. Even if they fall off, bro, it's just the fact that you took the time to acknowledge me. So that's what fuels me, because I don't just wake up every day and wing YouTube, bro. There's always a purpose. There's always, you know what I'm saying? There's always a message behind the content that I drop. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot, like I said, the last video I dropped was about, you know, it's a series. If you guys are new here, I really did not plan on going on here for this long, but I dropped a series, and it's talking about how my peace is my sanctuary. So what does that mean? That means like certain places I go, right, my peace needs to be protected, and I stay no business, and I will not ever allow someone to disrespect my peace. So the last video I did, it was me talking about, make sure you guys check it out, a woman who wanted to get in my car, who wanted to ride to this event, and I knew I didn't like her. Not like, ugh, I just don't like you. It was just that, you know, I was training her. At that time, I was a trainer. And one day I got up, and she worked with me. She would like just shade me. She would talk bad about me. But at that time, I needed the money. But one day we were training at the gym. We're working on, you know, abs. I took a medicine ball, held it up in the air to work on abs, bruh. And I'm switching, right? You got to watch the video because it's more in detail. I ain't going to do it sitting down. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looked at my, you feel me, badonkadonk. She was just like, oh, you just trying to rub your body in my face. And I'm just like, what? And then a week later, she wanted me to get in the car with her and drive an hour to Orlando with her. And she's awkward, she's weird, she's strange, right? She's all of the above, and I just refused. I told her, bro, no, you ain't getting in this hill car. I'm not going to allow you to get in my car if I know you're weird, if you feel weird. Like, there's no connection. Like, have y'all ever spoke to someone and it felt like, you feel me? Like, it was just disconnected. Like, you knew you didn't connect with her. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that I chose peace. Like I could have allowed her to sit in my car or whatever, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna allow someone in my comfort zone when you feel me, like it's nothing there, it's not a connection there. So that is hella weird, bruh. Weird. She asked me for a ride. You know how what is that word called? I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of the times I really don't think about what I say, it just comes out, right? Relapse, right? So she was like, Natalie, can I have a ride? I looked at her, I said, no. Then I was like, no, because my family's coming. You know what I'm saying? My peace is my sanctuary, guys. That's the last video I uploaded, like I said. Make sure you guys check it out if you haven't. It's a series of videos where I chose my peace over dealing with crazy people. You feel me? But guys, that's all I got for you today. Mr. LSU, I know you got on. I didn't really get to hear the full story of why you wanna, you feel me? Or I know you said you done some digging. And yes, guys, hit that like button one time for your girl. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to cross over to 4,400 subs. I love you guys. I love my Nat Pack. But what I'm saying is, and I know that's what like motivated me to do this live, was that I heard you say that, bro, YouTube takes a portion of your money, and they do. You feel me? But I'm not going to tell you what not to think, but use YouTube to scale your business. You feel me? Like, obviously, I know I launched Petty Hour, an hour where we talk about petty things people do to you, say to you, whatever weird things people have done to you. I'm using YouTube to scale that. So when I leave YouTube, I'm not gonna be doing Petty Hour from my room, boy. I'm telling you that. I'm gonna have my own studio, or I'm gonna have a bigger place where I can, go live in my room. But I'm not gonna be using my bedroom. How about that? So just use YouTube to scale that. Don't say like they're taking my money. Bruh, it's a tool. You feel me? Like I sold some ebooks. I've sold at least, I want to say 5 ebooks on how to develop confidence. You feel me? How to develop confidence if you don't have it. That don't come straight to YouTube, boy. That comes straight to your girl's Cash App. So that being said, use YouTube to scale your business. I appreciate you though, Mr. LSU. That's what I be trying to be on, boy, when I be telling people, like, when I meet people and they're like, oh, you went to school, what did you go for, business? And I'm like, no, I went to school for graphic design. And they like, you have a business mindset. But that's what motivates me, right, to not stop, is that I have a purpose. Like, when you're purpose driven, you don't get tired. I've honestly, I don't know if you see me, Mr. LSU, here lately. Your girl been out here in these YouTube streets poking my head out. I'm trying to have a somewhat consistent schedule, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, this is a fire short, post it, or this is a fire video, post it. I be living in that headset. But now I'm thinking in advance, like, bruh, I don't want to overwhelm my community. I don't want it to be like a Netflix series. You know what I'm saying? You watch one Netflix, you're like, dang, they came out with season 2 already. I don't want to be like that. I want them to have time, you feel me, to catch up. So now I have to be strategic of how I schedule my videos. But I already have my next week's video already posted. Like, that's what I've never in my life, I've been on YouTube for 3 years. Like I said, I took it serious maybe 6 months ago. And then we can talk about that, because I like to talk. But trying to stay positive. I'm here for you, bruh. I'm here for you. Y'all know, like, I'm a little light. Everybody says your positivity motivates me. You motivate me. But I'm not trying to overwhelm my community. Like I said, I've never been this ahead. You feel me? Like, I got shorts for next week already scheduled. Me personally, because I run late to everything, bro. Let me be real. I run late to everything. I never been this far ahead, and it's because I have this mindset now that everything's content, bruh. Schedule it out. Don't overwhelm your community, Natalie. Stay ahead. Like, you see me doing I don't know if you've seen it. I'm doing a birthday countdown. My birthday's in how many days, guys? 4 days. 4 days. I'm scheduling a post. I'm going through different photos of me in my life. You feel me? While boosting my ebook. So Stay motivated, guys. I don't know if you have any last minute questions. I know I ran it a little bit, but make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you don't, I encourage you guys to do a vision board. A vision board is going to keep you on track. I don't know if you can see in the top, it says goals and what my goals are on YouTube. You can see behind my hat, it says brand deals, bruh. I want brand deals. You cannot solely make money off of, you can't make money solely off of ad revenue. You have to create different outlets. So that being said, a lot of people in this chat, they mama don't love them. You could tell, you feel me? You could tell they mama don't love them. They didn't get loved, and they only dated ugly bitches their whole entire life. But other than that, you feel what I'm saying? You guys gotta stay on track. You got to stay on track. You got to stay on track because strategically speaking, a lot of people don't make it to 1,000 subscribers. So to me, for me to have over 1,000 subscribers, that tells me that I'm motivated and I'm on track. So if you guys have any last minute questions, go ahead and flood the feed. But I got to get out because like I said, I got to stay on track myself. I got to make more videos and more shorts to stay ahead of the rhythm. Your motivation will end with the tracks. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? My motivation will end with tracks. What does that mean? But yeah, Mr. LSU, that's all I was really saying, bro. It's like just everybody stay on. You got to keep pushing. You feel me? I'm glad you hear every track ends. Not my track, because my track is a marathon. It never ends. I never get discouraged. I'm not going to say I'm a rare breed, but I always see the light at the end of the tunnel, boy. I don't know. I could be down. You know, your girl used to play some basketball back in the day. You feel me? I could be down by 40 points and still see me coming on top. So, or you will eat yourself. Well, Benu, that's your personal opinion, bro. That's the way, I don't know. I was raised different. I was raised to think I can be anything that I want to be. And that's what I put into my kids. I personally could be anything I want to be in life. If I want to be the most successful YouTuber, I will. If I want to be an astronaut, I mean, with the right training, obviously, I will be an astronaut. I will be as successful as I want to be. What do you think about Dante being evicted or soon to be? I feel like y'all know I try to stay away from him. I am successful because that's my own opinion of myself. Afternoon News Swag, how you doing? Afternoon, how you doing, cuz? Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. To me, I am successful. I mean, 1 year ago, I never seen myself creating an ebook and writing it word from word and using it as a stream of income. So to me, I am successful. People have their own form of success. To me, I am successful. For one, I'm pushing 39. I have as much energy as a 24-year-old, in my opinion. A lot of people think I'm younger. I feel like I've defeated the odds. A lot of people cannot make it over 1,000 subscribers. I have. I've been at my job for 5 years. I set a goal when I was at Amazon, when I first started, that I'm going to get to 5 years just to see if I can get the $2,000 bonus. I accomplished that. I've raised children. One recently graduated from high school, which I graduated from high school, not saying anything for someone who hasn't, but that was my own goal, is to graduate and to push someone through. So to me, I am successful. Success is determined by my eyes, just like beauty is the eyes of the beholder. You feel me? So I am successful. You will only get you something which is between failure and tracks. That's what you think. That's your own opinion of the word tracks. So, I mean, you could try to force your beliefs on me, but to me, a track is a marathon. You feel me? To me, if I go to a track and I completed it one time, if I'm on my fitness journey, I feel like I am successful. So, um, that's your own opinion, bruh. Look, it takes a lot, especially because I started this whole, like, you feel me, what do you call it, relaxation journey. Like, now I drink lemon water. I take 2 magnesium pills a day. I drink peppermint tea, which relaxes me. It takes me a lot to get out of character. So only thing I could tell you is your success is determined by you, by you, by you. I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, I would love to, but like I said, I just don't have the time for that, bro. I'm almost 40. If you have negative beliefs on anything that I'm saying, just go and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? You feel me? Like, just why do I feel this way? Because there is a positive light and a negative light to anything that's said. You feel me? Okay, that's your own opinion. If you think my priorities are messed up, that's your own opinion. Your opinion does not value me. I just said I dropped an ebook talking about confidence, right? My confidence is up here. So if when you have high confidence, you don't value what other people think. Your opinions are just opinions. That's the way you're wired. That's your success, is how you're wired. Like, there's no way you can get me to think the way you're thinking. If it's opinions, then why would you be here talking to us? I'm not talking to you. You chose to be here. It's a choice. You don't have to be here. I didn't pull you up out of the bed. Get in this chat, boy. Get in this live, boy. You're going to hear what I'm saying. It's a choice. Take accountability. Take accountability. You're choosing to be here. You're choosing to have the way you think of success, and you're trying to force other people to think it. Nobody needs to be pulled anybody, ma'am. You're still here, though. Like, why are you here? It's a choice. You don't have to be here. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, bounce. I'm sure you stroll up on your phone. There's 40,000 other people who are live at this time. Boy, have you ever realized that some people are just the way they think? Boy, guys. Moral of the story, stay motivated, right? Create a vision board. Write out your plans, your success, how often you want to post, right? How often you want to post. Also, I am successful. In high school, I never thought I would produce an ebook. I have an ebook talking about confidence. Speaking of confidence, when you're a confident individual, such as, hit it, Natalie, hit him with it. Hit him with it. Mwah! When you're a confident individual, such as you're not going to value about the opinions of others. I can care less what anybody thinks about me, because Mr. LSU has been here long enough to know this, right? In my mind, can't nobody whoop me. If you can't whoop me, if you're not paying my bills, I don't care what you think about me. And I know a lot of people can't whoop me. And if they can, boy, they still going to have a black eye. They're going to have something. They're going to know Natalie's been there. So that being said, guys, success is determined by you, right? Success is determined by you. This is a marathon. YouTube is a marathon. You hear me? It's a marathon, meaning you have to be constant. You have to keep going, but do not use YouTube. I mean, like I said, I have 4,400 subscribers. But for me personally, starting off as a small YouTuber, you're not going to automatically be successful. You're not going to wake up and see $2,000 in your account. I personally, I'm cashing out whatever checks they give me. I'm having fun. I'm going to check the chat out. Thank you, Mr. LSU. I'm going to check the chat out. I'm having fun. They're paying my bills, like my phone bill, but realistically, my rent's $1,100. That being said, I feel as though I personally am using YouTube as a tool to be more successful. How am I doing that? I launched a podcast titled Petty Hour, which we have live call-ins. We talk about when people have been petty to you, you've been petty to them, so on and so forth. So that being said, I'm using YouTube to scale my business. I'm not just looking for income on there. I appreciate the income. Don't get me wrong. The more the merrier. But realistically, I launched the ebook. I'm having different avenues on YouTube. I'm not just depending solely on the algorithm, because y'all have heard the algorithm can hurt you. And like I said, I'm not the most successful YouTuber. I'm successful in my own eyes because I have over 1,000 subs. But me personally, I'm using it to scale my business, guys. I'm going to check the chat out. Then you feel me? I'm going to dip out because I'm supposed to have a call with someone today. Get them, friend. I hate just stupid stuff. Well, I don't have time for it. I don't like someone's content. The last thing I'm going to do is watch them. I definitely don't have anything to say to. Exactly. I don't get it. And like they feel like, they feel like, I don't know what they feel like at the end of the day. Like I was telling my homegirl this. It's hard to me to relate sometimes to individuals where I can't put myself in that space. You know what I'm saying? Why are you here, bro? Why are you here? Did someone pull you out of the bed and say, come to Natalie? The Fabulous Life of Natalie is live immediately and don't leave or else. You feel me? Like no one said leave. Leave. But guys, I'm about to dip out. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button, share, comment. Yes, Mr. LSU moderator doing his due diligence in the chat. Subscribe, enjoy the experience. Amen. What do I think about Ozempic and Botox? I need both. I feel like I need both. I feel like my wig. I don't even wear wigs. Boy, I don't know. I'm trying to piece it together. It's Sunday. Mr. LSU, you go live like every day. Is Sunday the day of the trolls? Because I thought it was the day of the Lord. You feel me? I thought it was the day of the Lord to give thanks to the Lord, Savior Jesus Christ. You feel me? But I think it sounds like on YouTube, the day of the trolls. But like I said, when you're highly confident, love Miss Maya, I appreciate you being here, bro. Like, they don't get to me. I just know that, you feel me? They don't got nothing else to do with their lives. Yes, the trolls come out. Yes, Sundays. Thank you for clarifying, bruh. I mean, I'm equipped. I'm equipped to handle them. I don't know what people think. Like, I think they look at me and think, oh, this is a nice girl. Let me go in on her. But I've said it before, guys. I grew up. I have 2 brothers. I'm the only girl. So I know how, you feel me? I'm the only girl. So I know how to maneuver. You feel me? Oh, my God. Where am I from? Right, I'm from Kentucky originally, but right now I am in Tampa, Florida. But guys, is that all you got for me, your girl today? I hope I gave a little bit of gems. That was the whole, you feel me? That was the whole purpose of the live, was to drop a little bit of gems. Like I said, I'm not Mr. Beast. I don't have 4 billion zillion fulfillion subscribers, but I do appreciate everyone I have. So if you guys haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button. People will just be miserable for real. And it's sad. Boy, they don't realize it. Have you ever, I'm going to dip out for real. I'm going to dip out for real. Y'all know I like to talk. Have you ever met someone that is a hater and they don't realize they're a hater? I talked about it a couple petty hours ago, guys. Make sure you check out my Petty Hour Wednesdays. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live this Wednesday because I swapped at Amazon because my birthday's Friday. So I have to work Wednesday in order to be off Friday, my birthday. Because, to me, my birthday's a holiday. You feel me? I cannot be at work. I never work my birthday. But anyway, I talked about it a couple petty hours ago. So you guys are saying yes in the chat. Okay, so maybe y'all can relate to this. I don't know if he was a subscriber or not. I know he could have been a returning viewer. I don't know, but realistically, what is a returning viewer? That's someone who fucking admires your work, right? Right. Now that we established that, so I talked about on this petty hour that I had a subscriber or a re-returning. Why can't I say re-returning? Say it 3 times fast. Re-returning, re-returning, re-returning. Okay, we're ready. I had a re-returning viewer, and bruh, he would always say something negative on my page. Like, I remember one day I made a post talking about I took 2 weeks leave of absence from Amazon, bruh. Right. Why did it say I just worked out 30 minutes? I guess I'm moving so much. It says I worked out 30 minutes. So I took a 2-week leave of absence, unpaid. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to get up in this tea, right? I made a post saying I took that 2 weeks unpaid. Do you know, bruh commented saying, must be nice? And I'm thinking, what do you mean it's unpaid? Like, what do you mean it must be nice to take a 2-week unpaid leave of absence? So I squashed it because, I try to be, my age, almost 40, right? I try to be my age. So I wind up, which I hate doing this because, I feel like freedom of speech, you feel me? You have every right to say or feel whatever you want to say. How they gonna be mad that you're taking time off? I don't know, cowboy. And that's why I'm like, bro, do you hear what you're saying? Like, what? Anyway, he kept, you feel me, showing out on my post. And I hate to be that person. I feel like I said, everybody's entitled to feel the way they're feeling. But I don't like to block people realistically unless you really didn't, you feel me? But anyway, I made a short and I was like, the name of the short was, bruh, I gained 30 subscribers and lost 14 in one day. But anyway, I said, I don't know if they're subscribing because I'm funny and then unsubscribing because my content could either be me being really funny or me just being really like relatable. Not really relatable, but just telling it how it is. You feel me? Telling it how it is. And so he was like, the same guy, where are you being funny? And where are you being harsh? And I'm just like, bruh, why are you here? Do you not realize you're a hater? Hating where, ma'am? Ma'am, where? Where am I hating? Like, bruh, like, and that's sad that you're so delusional that you don't even realize that, bruh, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. So that's why I'm asking you guys, have you ever dealt with someone that would hate on you and unaware that they're hating, like totally oblivious to the fact that you're hating? How do you be totally oblivious to the fact that you're like that? Oh, bruh, it's wide out here in these streets. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment, turn on notification to catch up and coming videos and live streams. I appreciate the love, the support, and keep God first. Amen. And keep moving forward in life. Enjoy the experience. I appreciate you being here, Mr. LSU moderator on Dizzy Deck. Being funny is always relatable. Yes. Bruh. I'm getting hot thinking about it. That's probably why my exercise room closed and I've been sitting down the whole entire time. People don't see their stuff. They are not comfortable admitting uncomfortable truths. That is facts. That's what I'm realizing as a big grown adult, that a lot of people, bro, I don't want to, you feel me? I can kind of talk about it a little bit. I mean, because y'all know I'm very open. But some people are just ignorant. Exactly. So my youngest daughter, she's 13 and she's beefing with a friend. And I don't really like this friend. Right. She's freshly 13. And this friend is pick me behavior. And she wants her to feel bad for something. And I'm telling my daughter, like, bruh, you gotta, like, I don't know the best way of saying it, because she wants to play victim. The friend's playing victim. The friend's playing victim. And someone like me, I take accountability. So when you take accountability, it's easy to tell when someone's playing victim. So I had to like lay it out, bruh. Like, it's not your fault, whatever took place. Because the friend saying you didn't text me, she left her on red. Y'all know 13-year-old stuff. So I'm just like, if you text her, you did your job. If she left you on red, she needs to take accountability. But I know she's not going to get it because she's 13. But it's a long story, bro. But a lot of people don't want to take accountability. That is what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. And it's sad. Like, I'm woman enough to say, or grown enough to say, that if I messed up, I'm going to say I messed up. Like, but a lot of people can't say it. Like, and it saddens me that they are. I'm just like, let me call her. She's like, Mom, no, you can't call her. I'm like, well, give me the parents' number. You know what I'm saying? Because this is wrong, that she's trying to make you feel guilty for something. And it's like, bruh, it's like a whole different story. It's a whole long story. I don't want to get to all the details. But it just saddens me that people are like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll rather you be upset. They'll rather you cry. Instead of just simply admitting I was wrong for what I did, bruh. And it's like, and I'll say this, and this will put in a perspective of, y'all, I didn't mean to be on here this long, man. I was like, man, let me not blow the algorithm up. I'm only going to be on here for 20 minutes. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to read the chat. Then I'm going to tell you guys these two things. And then we can get, because I want to say it, but I feel like I want to say it the correct way. He felt like he had to say that for my computer. Oh, he's probably, internet gangster. What, Natalie? He felt like it. Okay, I read that. Be respectful in the chat. Enjoy the experience. Amen. Hit the like button one time. Share, comment. Guys, yes. Because I'm on the road to 4,400 subscribers, and I'm trying to get that. I like to go up. I don't like to go down. But like I said, sometimes I go down. Because I'm being real one day, and then the next day I'm being too real. The friends and their feelings, not cool at all, just wrong. Hit the like button. Yes, let me tell y'all this story, okay? I'm over here sweating, boy. Okay, so my daughter has this friend, the friend that I'm talking about that I don't like. And then there's another friend. So my daughter, because she's really aware, like I said, she's freshly 13. Her birthday was July 5th. So she's really mature. I've always told her, bro, you are so mature for your age. So she wanted to go to one of the friends' house, not the one that's with the drama. And just a solo trip, right? So before we go over there, it's like, I don't know, bro, a TikTok thing. I don't speak TikTok. I'm sorry, but there's a trend. You name something, you grab it. So she wanted to grab all of these like things to play this game. So I'll get on TikTok for her, to support her dream, content creator in the family, you feel me? And I'm messaging her like, why didn't you post the video of the game? Like, I just spent $20 on candy for you to grab. Where's the video? And she was like, well, I didn't post it because if I post it, the pick me friend, she's going to be in her feelings and she's going to feel left out. But I'm just like, what? Like, so you're telling me that you can't post the video because you got to protect the feelings? She's like, yeah, if she knew I hung out with this friend without her, she'll be jealous. So that was like really already like strike 20. But also with this particular friend, my daughter, the beginning of last year, she wanted to go to this all-girls school, but it was so far away, whatever. So she wound up going back to this public school. Keep in mind, the pick me friend, she's been friends with this girl. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe if you're feeling the tea. But so when she came back to the public school, she's seen the friend she's been friends with for like 3 years, bruh. Do you know that friend looked at her in I'm about to say the break room, the lunchroom, and ignored her ignored her, act like she didn't know her. And I'm like, so obviously me being, y'all know, I'm like, "Arr, arr, arr." I'm just like, what? Why would she do that? And I'm mad. So just to put in perspective what's really going on, and I hope I'm not, you feel me, like speaking too much, like me, because it's a lot of layers to the story, you feel me. They very considerate of her, but her friend should learn that people have their own lives and don't exactly have to hang out, and doesn't mean they're not friends anymore. Exactly. And like I said, I'm gonna say this, and then I'll let you guys, but this just points, I want y'all to use your own judgment on how you think this, you feel me, the story is, or this girl or her character is what I'm trying to say. So fast forward. All right, my daughter's friends with the toxic pick-me's cousin, but the toxic pick-me cousin lives in like Fort Lauderdale, but my daughter's never met him in real life. Like, they only play Roblox over the phone. They video call, but they developed a friendship, right? But my daughter is, I want to say, more closer to the boy, but anyway, they wanted to all meet at the mall. And so the girl that, they went to stay the night to play the little TikTok game, whatever, was like, I don't want jealous pick me to come, because I don't know why they don't like, I don't know that part of the story yet. Anyway, so my daughter said, I already know how jealous pick me is. Let me text her and then just tell her we're all meeting at the mall, meaning the friend, the daughter, the one she's playing. I'm trying to not say names, guys. The friend, the pick me, the cousin, and the friend, the pick me, the cousin, and the TikTok stuff snatcher. Right. I'm gonna read the chat. I see you loading up, guys. I'll be in these stories. So my daughter texts the pick me because she's like, I know pick me's gonna get jealous if I don't invite her. Like I said, she's very mature. I want to invite her. So she texted her, whatever, she left her on red. And so my daughter took it as, well, she don't probably want to come, and she always want to ride, and she lives really far away, and I'm not going that way to get her. So she left her on red. But her being cousins with the guy that's at the mall, they're going to tell each other because they're family. You feel me? So my daughter text pick me. She didn't respond. She left her on red. And now she's going around and saying, you're a bad friend. You didn't call me. And then I introduced you to him. And I'm like, bruh, this story is about you meeting the cousin because you've never met him. You met him through her yet. She's turning this situation to about her. I said, if anything, you need to call her and say, think about the feelings. This friend's just operating out of emotional. Like, she has every reason to be mad. Don't get me wrong, but like, I can understand if my daughter never text her. If you never text me, by all means necessary, be mad. But she took the time to text her, especially when the TikTok friend was like, I don't really like her no more. I don't want her to go. So it's like my daughter's in the middle of, I want to satisfy my friend who don't like you, and I want to satisfy you because I know you're going to be jealous, and plus your cousin's going to be there, So realistically, my daughter's in the middle. You feel me? If that makes any sense. So that being said, my daughter still texted her and invited her. She left her on red, and allegedly, I don't know, her phone got taken away because she's only got a 4-hour rule, her being on social media, whatever, right? I don't know at the end of the day. I just know it's wrong for her to be like, how dare you, this and that. So now now here's where the emotion comes in at. That the cousin's like, I can't be friends with you no more if we don't resolve these issues. If we don't resolve these issues, I can't be friends with you. So obviously she's hurt because she has a stronger connection to the cousin. But I just feel like the friend pick me is playing victim, and she's like, how dare you not consider my feelings? I introduced you guys. If it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't even know each other. And it's like, bruh, she contacted you. You feel me? Like if she didn't, that's one thing, but she did. If you left her on red, that's you take accountability, bruh. And then my daughter's like, I called her a couple times, Mom, I promise you she didn't pick up. But she's like sad because she's like, I'm losing two friends. You know what I'm saying? Because they're cousins. I'm losing two friends. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, bruh, she ain't for real. She ain't really your friend if she's gonna play that victim. Bruh, y'all don't know. I'm over here getting so worked up. If she's playing that victim card, if she saw you at school that day and she's like, well, you got a best friend. You've been best friends for 14 years. How would you feel if, you feel me, she just ignored you? And I'm like, I'd be crushed. But my friend would not allow me to sit at a table by myself the first day if she saw me. That's not what a friend is. Some people get in your life and act like they're your friend only to take advantage of you. They see something in you and they want you. Some people get in your life just to hurt your feelings, bruh. So like, this is not the same kind of energy, bruh. And she's like, well, I've been knowing her for four years. And I said, stop putting a number on it. Stop putting it, I've known you for 4 years, so I'm going to allow you to treat me this way because I'm no. Realistically, actions speak louder than words. So you feel, why would you, bruh? So they're trying to work it out. And she's like, well, what do you think I should say? And like when I was preparing for this live, and then I promise you guys, I see the live. I see the chats. I'm going to get to it. But when I be stuck in I got to stay on path or I'm going to forget. All right. So ADHD, high effect, boy. But when I was preparing this live, when I was getting the thumbnail together, and I would tell them like, guys, I'm about to go live. Give me a second, whatever. I always tell my kids that, right? But dang, fly just hit me in the face. I think I have ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed, but in my opinion, I think I have ADHD. Cowboy, I'm gonna read everything you said. I know the chat's like, but anyway. So when I'm preparing for the live, I'm making my thumbnail. Bruh, she's in the kitchen just crying, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, you think you have autism? We're gonna get into it. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, I'm like, you need to tell her. Thank you, Demetrius. I'm like, you need to tell the friend. I said, look, because I'm really quick at like resolving issues. I can just easily be like, do you want to be my friend anymore? Yes or no, right? Do you want to be my friend anymore? Yes or no? Let's resolve it. That's the past. Whatever happened is in the past. Because the friend is so, drawn on, you hurt my feelings, operating out of emotional state. You feel me? You hurt my feelings. You didn't invite me. You hurt my feelings. You didn't invite me. So I said, look, you need to tell her this. Y'all know I'm good at communicating, right? At least I think so. I'm like, you should tell her that day you left me at the school, when you didn't eat lunch with me, when you didn't invite me to sit at your table, you saw me, you ignored me, right? Guys, hit the like button. If you haven't, subscribe if you haven't for this tea. So I said, you need to not operate off of that emotion, but let that emotion fuel you to telling her this. I said, but the way she made you feel that day hurt your feelings, which it did. I know it did. I wasn't there, and that would hurt my feelings. But tell her you chose to forgive her, right? It's a fly here, guys. I'm sorry. You chose to forgive her, right? How can she not find it in her heart to forgive you? Even if she can't find it in her heart to forgive you, when you found it in your heart to forgive her, then you don't need to be friends with her, homie. All right, guys, load up the chat. I'm about to go to the top. And she was just like, yeah, but hold on. Because she's one of these kids when she's a Cancer. You feel me? Emotional. Very emotional. Water sign kid. So when she's in her feelings, she's in them. She's hyperventilating because she's so, and I feel her. Like, it makes me a little bit thinking about it, but like, because no parent wants to see their kid like that, but it's just like, bro, you're gonna have to stand your ground and quit allowing people to treat you this way. This girl's playing victim. She didn't tell her family, she ain't talking about my daughter. She ain't no good friend because she left, but she's not taking accountability. And what's fueling her to act that way is her jealousy. She's jealous. She's jealous that she feels left out. Um, you feel me? Like she's jealous. She feels left out because she feels like, how dare you not invite me to the mall when I introduced you to my cousin? But then there also, it's like, and I even asked my daughter, why would she think you would intentionally hurt her? It sounds like she thinks why would she feel like that? You feel me? Why would you feel like I would purposely leave you out? And I think the girl, I'm not gonna get into it, but she's gotta, like, I can tell, you know what I'm saying? Me being an adult, and I'm trying to read the chat, guys. I strode up to the top. But I feel like she's got a lot going on at home. Just some of the things, I'm not gonna go into details, because, like, I'm a real speaking person, but sometimes I say certain words and people get triggered. I don't want people to get triggered, but she just got a lot going on at home. And it tells me like she's a pick-me. You feel me? She's got pick-me behavior. She feels neglected. She's not getting attention. Therefore, every time my daughter reads or goes to a different friend's house and not invite you, and my daughter being ashamed to post whatever videos on social media because she thinks the pick-me friend's going to see it and be triggered. And then, she's automatically getting offensive and jealous that, how dare you not invite me to go to the mall? That's my cousin. And then I'm sure she's spreading rumors about saying mean things about my daughter just because she's operating out of that emotion of her being hurt. That's why I gotta say I'm life coach Natalie, bro. I be digging deep. I took like a semester of psychology in class. Like, I see it. You feel me? Like, when you've done your healing, it's easy for you to look at someone else and be like, bruh, no. And then, when I was just trying to start my YouTube, then I'm gonna read the chat for real. I'm not gonna lie no more. I'm done lying. When I first started my YouTube, the girls got issues, bruh. I'm gonna be real. I can tell. So, 2 things, then I'm gonna read the chat. No lie. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. But when I first started my YouTube, obviously I needed all the subscribers your girl can get. So I didn't know what my niche was going to be. And I realistically still don't have a niche. But I was telling my daughter, like, just tell her to subscribe to my page, whatever. I need all of them, right? I'm trying to get to this 1,000, right? And y'all know I work night shift. But one night I'm getting ready and my daughter's got the phone on speakerphone. And the daughter's like, she would always say, like, you're so pretty, you're really pretty, you're pretty, whatever. And one night she was like, I was about to leave, and I'm like, bye guys, I'm about to dip out. And the friend was like, bye, I'll see you in my dreams. Y'all know when I be making that music on my videos and it'd be like, boom, boom. What does that even mean? Oh, I'm just playing. So not only that, and I'm not really like capitalizing, like, this is the second thing I said I was going to say, and then I'm going to read the chat for real. So keep hitting the chat, guys. I strode to the top. I promise you I'm going to go by everything one by one. But I'm not really worried as much, I guess, as I should be, because it's going to be 3 things. My bad, man. 2 things. 1, my daughter's going in 8th grade this year. The friend should be in 8th grade. I guess she failed a grade, but they have a program here where they fast track it, and somehow she's advancing to 9th grade. So 8th grade, 9th grade, they're gonna be in 2 different schools. So she ain't gonna see her no more, son. You feel me? So she ain't gonna see her no more. And then I also feel like hopefully they'll just drift apart. And I feel like I had something else to say, but I can't remember it now. So now we're gonna look at the chat, guys. Thank you for being here. Please like, please subscribe if you're new here. That's very considerate of her. Friend should learn that people have their own lives. We talked about that, but you're absolutely right. Got to be careful on Roblox. I hear they have weirdos on there. Yeah, but like I said, she's very responsible. My daughter, every time she's found something weird, or she'll just say, one day I got on live and somebody was like, show your daughter. And I read it out loud and my daughter was like, that's weird. And I'm like, why is that weird? And she was like, a complete stranger wanting to see me. I don't know who that is. 12 years old. Freshly 13. So I'm not saying, I know that creeps come in different masks, different disguises, but I try to always pay attention to their devices, her device, Good advice for your daughter. My little sister used to play on there, Roblox. I bought her a Game Boy. Stop it. Problem solved. Stop it. Well, the friends uh, don't really have any reason to be mad. But I think she's stemming off of jealousy. It's not like your daughter is being secretive and being sneaky. Exactly. She communicated. The friend left her on red. So therefore, take accountability. But she just, like, when I saw her crying, she's like, she's lying. She keeps saying, like, I didn't send a message. I never messaged her. And I'm like, she can lie, but deep down, go and look at your phone. Stroll up, you're going to see it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that message. And like I said, I told my daughter, the only way you can get her or y'all make up is her taking some kind of accountability. Now, she ain't going to take accountability for everything. Just start simple and say, can you go through your phone? Can you see if I messaged you? That's some kind of accountability. Okay, yeah, I seen it. So, okay, and move forward from there. Your daughter could have easily gotten upset that the friend didn't answer. Exactly. But I feel like, and that's what I try to instill in my daughter's head also, is like, it's one thing if you never messaged her, but you did. So therefore, you can't feel bad. Like, you got to think that TikTok friend that's grabbing the candy shit, she's saying, I don't want Pick Me to go. She's saying, I don't want her to be there. I don't like her anymore. I don't know what happened. Like I said, that's another case I got to get into, find out today. But my daughter's in the middle. So she's like, I want to please TikTok grabbing candy friend, and I want to please this friend. But my daughter took the initiative and still invited her, because deep down, she's like, I know what kind of person she is. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button and if you haven't subscribed and you just watching your girl talk, I would like if you hit the like button. I would like if you subscribe. But let me go back into this chat. I think I have autism. I think I have ADHD just because, for one, then I'm going to get back into the chat. I talk really fast. I forget a lot of stuff. Sometimes, like, I just go faster than my brain. Why is another... There's some other reasons, but that is all signs of ADHD. And it says a lot of people mistake ADHD for their personality. So there's a lot of things I do. I can't think off the rip because I'm so invested in the story in this chat. That's probably ADHD right there too. But there's other things that make me feel like I have it. So there's that. Sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah, about her crying. Oh, Nat Platinum out in the building. Y'all check him out. Get Nat Pack. You guys subscribe, share live stream, guys. Keep God first. Turn on notifications for up and coming videos and live streams. I appreciate the love and support. Enjoy the experience. Moderator on Dizzy Deck, Mr. LSU. Check him out too, guys. Separate all of the drama. It's too toxic. Like, rough enough. We should respect each other's boundaries. Amen. A lot of people don't know how to respect people's boundaries, bruh. You see my content, Mr. LSU. You see my content, bruh. They don't know how to respect people's boundaries. And when you put it up, they get offended that you put up a boundary to protect you. So guys, hit the like button. Amen. Share, comment. Yes, guys, I can tell you from New York. What's up? From Clear. I'm from Tampa. I'm not from Tampa. I'm from Kentucky, but now I'm in Tampa. But I love the way New York talk, and I just be talking like I'm from New York just for fun. But I appreciate you, bro. One day I'm gonna do a video or a live all day, son, in my New York accent. You heard? Hit the like button, guys. Amen. Share, comment, subscribe for the greatness. Amen, guys. And make sure you guys come in every Wednesday for my petty hour, where I have live call-ins. It's a live stream. It's a podcast kind of atmosphere where we talk. Like, this would definitely make a segment on petty hour, talking about when people are petty and the pettiest things you've done to people. It's a judgment-free zone. I don't judge. I just listen, and I air it for the whole community to peep it. So definitely make sure you're there. Maybe not this Wednesday, guys, just because my birthday is Friday, Leo season, and at work I don't have enough time to take off the whole day and not get paid for it. I need my little coins right now from Amazon so I can stack up and leave that joint, you heard? But I'm swapping shifts, so I'm planning on working Wednesday this week and taking off Friday, so for my birthday, in case you guys didn't know. Leo season. She's jealous. I feel like she is. Yeah, she's jealous, definitely. But there was a time when she said that she liked my daughter. So my daughter doesn't like her back. My daughter just tries to keep the peace. You feel me? So I feel like anytime that she gets around her friend or her, she's jealous. You feel me? Like anytime she goes somewhere else, that's not, she's not included, she's going to operate out of that jealous mind state. Hello, everyone, and welcome in, guys. Larry in the building. Larry Lamar, hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks, you guys. If you're new here, please subscribe, please, and keep God first. Amen. You're right at understanding everything you're speaking about. Amen, bruh. I'm trying to be super mom. Okay, you're right across the bridge from me. You heard? Yes, I'm right across. I need to come to the Clearwater Beach, bruh. I've only been, and it's sad that I'm from Kentucky. I've been in Tampa for 3 years, and this year alone, due to schedule conflict or whatever, I've only made it to the beach one time, I think on Easter. And it's summertime and I'm not out there. Bruh, I need to come to Clearwater. I don't really like Clearwater Beach though. Clearwater Beach, they be trying to take all your money, $50 to park and all this ridiculous stuff, boy. No, I like Anna Maria Beach, because they don't charge you to park, I don't think. But it's a really nice beach too, guys. But if that's all you guys got from me, I've been on this live for a little bit over an hour. I'm thirsty. But I would love to see if you guys have anything else to say about the whole podcast. Shit, I'm talking about petty hour. The whole live was about how I'm staying motivated to not burn out on YouTube, but we transitioned to talking about my daughter and her friend, whatever, not whatever, but that whole traumatizing event. But guys, if you have anything, drop it in the comment section below. I love to read the chat. I love to engage with the chat, but if not, I'm going to dip out. Like if this was petty hour, I'll be running commercial breaks. I would go to a commercial break and get something to drink because your girl's throat is parched. But if y'all don't have anything else for me, I'm looking. I'm allowing, you know what I'm saying? My voice, I talk too fast. I'm allowing your fingers to catch up. I'm trying to drag it out. But if y'all don't have anything, I'm going to dip out. So let's see. No? That's all y'all got for me? All right, so let me run my promo, guys. Make sure if you're trying to boost your confidence to check the description box below. Walk into a room and own it without even speaking. Turn heads. Stand on business to say no. Like I told my daughter to stand on business and tell that friend no. You feel me? Like, no, you're not going to treat me this way. Stand on business. Learn how to do it in my ebook. Not only that, petty hour. Like I've been talking this whole, I want to say podcast again, not this whole podcast, this whole stream about is a podcast atmosphere where we talk about topics such as this, my daughter's friend being disrespectful. And if you wanted to, you could call in. It's a live stream. You talk about when someone was petty to you, because sometimes you don't have to be the petty E. You feel me? Or the pettier. You're the victim. Let me know when someone done something petty to you live every Wednesday, excluding this Wednesday, because I'm shift swapping. I'm going to be working Wednesday, but because Friday's my birthday. Because you guys already know, if you haven't checked any of my content, any of my shorts, to check it out. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my moderators. I appreciate you guys keeping this chat active. But I'm about to dip out. You guys already know I love you. I miss you. And I can't wait to see y'all in my next video, my next live, my next whatever I got coming, podcast, my next ebook. Check the description to boost your confidence. I love you guys. See y'all soon.